Hello and welcome everyone, Stormy Sensei here. Tonight we will be playing through some more Final Fantasy X. On the last stream, we met our main character Tidus. I talked a little bit about my history with the game. And we cleared the first trial in Besaid. Now we're going to go forward, and I'm pretty sure we're going to learn some more advanced stuff about the combat during the stream. We're not going to see this intro every time. Just going to go ahead and load this up. Alright, so I was told that there was a Albed primer in this town other than the one that I already found in the Crusaders Lodge, but I now have a guide in front of me, and it does not say that, so I'm going to assume that maybe there was some misinformation. Walking the others waiting outside. Alright. Oh, it's an overdrive, not a primer.
Hey,
I don't even know what an overdrive is.
Something I want to give you.
Whoa! You're giving this to me?
Yeah, use it well.
Oh, overdrives, they're the special moves.
That's the sword you gave Chapu.
Well, he never used it.
Yikes.
Where's Yuna?
We're taking the same
That
road
was a
as Yuna,
very
right?
heavy
Why do we
pause
gotta wait
there.
here?
Yuna came to this village 10 years ago, when the last calm started.
The calm?
Since then, she's been like a little sister to me and Lulu. But she had the talent. She became an apprentice. Now, today, she leaves as a summoner.
This is our journey. We should leave together.
You really don't need all that luggage.
They're not really my things. They're gifts for the temples we're to visit.
This isn't a vacation, Yuna.
I guess you're right.
Okay, off we go.
Wait, did they even discuss that Tidus was actually going to travel with them as a guardian? I mean, I guess not really. I guess Tidus is really here in order to join the Besaid Aurochs and play in the tournament later on. I just feel like it's very interesting that, you know, no one, like Yuna is not really talking about the fact that Tidus is traveling with them or anything like that. So this is Wakka's room. Nothing going on in here. Oh, we got like a pretty full party in here. You can kind of already see where the character's strengths are gonna lie just by looking at their stats. Like we got 520 HP, 12 magic points, 618 HP, 10 magic points. and then like, you know, 475 HP, 84 magic points, and then 380 HP, 92 magic points. Generally, it's good. It's a good habit to go backwards and check where you just came from in cutscenes and whatnot. Do I want info on the secret treasures? Nah, it'll be fine if I miss them. Anything that you could possibly get this early on is not, isn't worth it. Look, high potion. 400 gil. And 2 potions. See what I mean? Hey there, AG. I saw you hanging out on, what's it called? Dragon Dance's, stream earlier. Whoa. That was a lot of stuff. I've never even talked to this guy before. But yeah, Sin is like this super evil guy that, that destroys civilizations. Sin's toxins are the things that, you know, mess up with your body and your mind. And it's also kind of the justification for everyone being able to explain everything to Tidus without thinking that he's crazy. Yevon is the religion. Xanarkand is the holy place. Also, it's where Tidus was originally from in the opening cutscene. It was destroyed 1,000 years ago by Sin, and yet Tidus is here right now. And the High Summoner is the best summoner, and they are used to fight Sin. Oh boy, it's going to be really hard to avoid spoilers here. You were on a roll with Marth? You were. Oh yeah, have you, are you still on Twitch only, by the way? Or did you move back to YouTube? Hey there, DS64. Still on Twitch? Okay. I know some people want me back on YouTube. Yeah, it's okay though. Like, I disappointed some people when I had moved off of Twitch and stuck to YouTube only. But you go where you're comfortable with, you know? Can't wait for you to play Origami King one day. It'll happen one day. It'll probably be a really long time from now. But I mean, it's already on my wish list, and you know, for the most part, I'm finishing games faster than new ones that I want to come out, at least. It's just I have this really huge backlog. far as Twitch streamer forever. Well, I mean, when I talk about being on Twitch versus YouTube, I actually was multi-streaming for a couple of years. Back when Restream was free. Whoa, what is going on here? That is not okay. There's like a person here, and their textures are like messing with the entirety of everything. That wasn't in the base game. Well, actually, maybe it was in the base game. I never came back here. Yeah, that's pretty jank. Go talk to the dog? Alright. Obtained something mangled and slobbery. Balfour has learned Overdrive Energy Blast. I don't think I got that at all for the entirety of my original playthrough. I don't think we're gonna use Balfour very often. He might make an appearance like once per boss battle or something like that. Alright, time for some random encounters. Oh, right on cue. Alright.
Here comes one now.
Time to learn about combat here.
Hey, why don't you try out that sword I gave you?
Really? Just the one?
No problem.
Not too shabby. You kept up with him pretty well. Might make a good guardian someday. A flyer. My kind of customer.
So what the game is trying to tell me, it hasn't told me it yet, but basically that dog on the ground is like an agile type enemy, and so if Waka tried to attack it, then he would more likely dodge it, but if Tidus attacks it, then he would hit. Meanwhile, this flyer if Tidus tried to attack it, it would just fly away, but since Waka has a ranged attack, it's going to be effective. And they're also like armor typed enemies and like magic based enemies. I think those are the main ones that exist. But I don't know why the game didn't bother explaining, like, actually, yeah, like it would be nice if the turn order were reversed so that Waka would miss against the dog and then Tidus would hit it. And then the opposite would happen against the bird.
Trouble.
But here's a magic-based enemy, and Lulu's going to come and help us out. Yeah, because we're going to do like no damage here.
Told ya, only magic can beat that thing. If you can't beat them down, you gotta use magic of an element they don't like.
Magic? Element?
Let's have our black mage show you what I mean.
Well, look, she's referenced as a black mage here.
Clueless, aren't you? Good thing I'm here.
There are 4 elements: fire, ice, lightning, and water. And so that's red, white, yellow, and blue. Fire and ice are opposed, and lightning and water are opposed. Which means that fire is super effective against ice is super effective against fire, lightning super effective against water is super effective against lightning.
Spells of ice work well against fire fiends, and ice fiends are weak against fire magic. You follow?
I get fire and ice, but what about lightning and water?
Lightning and water are opposed, just like fire and ice. This one here is a water fiend, which means
Use lightning. You could troll the game and like use water against it, and then it would probably absorb it, which would be hilarious. That glitch was pretty bad though. Yeah, it was. Alright, let's see what else they got here for me. I tried going off the beaten path, but it's all one corridor.
Take your time.
So I guess Yuna's like
Let's
an
get
orphan
going,
of sorts
man.
or something like that.
We're gonna wait.
Huh?
Because she showed up 10 years ago to Besaid.
You ready?
Where Waka and Lulu took care of her.
What's going on?
It seems as though Lulu and Choppa, who was Waka's brother, were an item. I was actually going towards the save point,
It's an
but
ancient
this is okay.
custom. People leaving the island pray here for a safe trip. Chapu didn't pray that day. Said he'd miss his boat.
What? You just literally just got through saying. What kind of rude person would not in this scenario?
That should do it.
Gotta at least go through the motions in this case. I was actually going for the save point there. Alright, so if I change the order, does it also change who gets to be in front? This game's super linear. I'm not going to bring it up all the time, but you know, one of my favorite Final Fantasy games is 13, which a lot of people like to say is like, oh, it's so linear, like I hate it. But like all Final Fantasy games generally have been linear. Looks like I can't change the order yet. It looks like I can go in this direction at least.
This isn't the way to the pier.
Okay, never mind. It looks like I can go that way, but I cannot. Another save point, like, up there. Wonder how you get up there. Oh, look, there's a primer back there. Owie. Oh, he's super losing this battle. Okay, maybe not super losing. Oh, nope, super losing.
That's enough.
What's with that guy?
Himari Ronso, of the Ronso tribe. He's learned the fiend's way of fighting.
That's not what I meant.
He's another of Yuna's guardians.
Huh?
Sometimes we don't understand him either. Kamari doesn't talk much anyway. But he has protected me since I was a child.
Gotta go backwards. You got a metal shield for that. Okay, so not quite a primer. There were 2 save points back there. Oh, this is a big enemy. So where Yuna comes into play.
A flyer! That's your department, right?
True, but why don't we let our summoner show us what she's made of? Your first real battle. Let's see some style.
Show us what your training has taught you, Yuna.
Okay.
I do like the summoning portion of this game. Alright, only Yuna can summon them, and if the Aeon's HP reaches 0, they'll leave the battle and be unavailable. They recover their HP at save spheres. Mine is set to default, by the way. So we're going to do the full animation every time, because if I'm going to be in such a pickle that I need to summon, we're going to see the cutscene for it. Oh, that's just broken. We're just gonna keep on delaying their turns for as long as we can here. Like, why would you attack when you could attack and get a chance to attack again? It doesn't even cost MP either? Has this been costing MP? I don't think it costs MP either. Nope. It's just multiple free turns. Alright, at the end we're going to see how much damage this actually does. So we do like about 100 every turn, normally, and this is like 192. Yeah, it's definitely better to keep on using Sonic Wings. Okay, so even when we swap out, it doesn't matter. Tidus is still the lead party member. Another one?
Another one of those. No problem. Leave this one to me, huh? Say goodnight, birdie.
Waka is pretty useful. So this is his first turn with darkness. It lasts for 3 turns. Oh yeah, they're freestyles. How was the end of your stream there? Also, are you doing best of 3s on Friday again? Alright, now we gotta actually make sure that he stays, or keeps his darkness status. This is turn number 1. Turn number 2. I was kind of hoping that I wouldn't have to use magic on him again, but it looks like we're going to have to use magic. Oh, nope, never mind. Right as I was about to cave and use thunder on him. We would have gotten an overkill at least. Unfortunately, Waka has like no mana, so like he's already out. Like I'm not going to be able to use that strategy again. Level 4 lock. There's a lot of empty spaces over here. Luck, strength, auto life. Oh, that's sick actually. I would love to have auto life as an ability, but you need 2 level 4 locks in order to get to it, and a whole bunch of like empty spaces, so you'd be giving up a lot of stuff there. Null Blaze means that you are immune to fire damage. And then it's like Null Shock is for lightning, ice, and water damage. Are the difference between Dark and Blind in other Final Fantasy games? Dark is blind in this game. Oh, you can like make it, like you can flatten out the sphere grid. Level 1 lock, Jinx, which does something, who knows. I think it makes you more likely to inflict status ailments. Extract mana. A lot of these up here are actually pretty good. Scan is pretty nice. Ultima. She's this close to Ultima, but she has like a level 1 lock followed by 4 level 4 locks. Man, if this has like New Game Plus. Oh, interesting. Lancelet's right here. I know who's going to be there. And I'm pretty sure that none of these are random encounters. These are all like scripted encounters here. Alright, now apply everything that you've learned up until now, basically. Had one job. For real? That's like the thing that he's supposed to be good at. Well, what can I say? Locke is blind. He's not actually blind, right? Would it say on the screen? Used an eye drop. Where are you seeing the indication that he's blinded? Also, I don't have an eye drop. Flee. Hey there, King K. Do I want to go down here? Oh, I guess I have to go down here. All right. Don't tell me this isn't the way to the pier. Please don't. Alright. Whew. I would have been upset. Oh, this is where we jump down into going to the other town. Status elements leave after combat. That's pretty nice. He was suffering under darkness at the time. Oh yeah, you're right, he was. I just reverted the stream back. Pier is over in that direction, so we're gonna go... I think we've already explored all of this already. Like the moon crest was back here. I mean, I guess I'll check again anyway, because you never know. Yep, still can't go over here past the reefs. Even though according to the map it looks like you should be able to. I feel like since we're getting on a boat right now, we'll probably not come here for a while, but it looks like there's nothing worth missing. Any chests underwater? I checked the last time I was here, and there weren't any. I didn't check very thoroughly this time. Oh wow. It pays to talk to people, apparently. I don't know what the Seeker's Ring does. But at least that one looks like it might be somewhat useful. Does it show me like stat differences or anything like that? Oh, it doesn't actually matter. Okay. Oh, okay. I'm starting to remember how this goes again. I'm gonna actually save after that. Just so I don't have to bother talking to them all over again and equipping everyone. The NPCs of Final Fantasy X are more generous than Xenoblade Chronicles, huh?
Goodbye.
So speaking of long plays, I was actually thinking about long plays on this channel. And like, if this is a 100-hour game, and I play it like 2 hours a stream, and then I stream like 5 days a week, you know, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, like it's still going to take me 10 whole weeks to play through most games. It's a really long time, like 2 months per game.
Who?
Tidus is really struggling with... I thought that was a stationary binoculars, but he was actually standing on someone's shoulders. He's about to get hit by a fire spell. They took 3 months? I don't actually know. Probably? That sounds about right.
Word is, that summoner's got noble blood. I heard she's Lord Braska's daughter. You don't say.
Lord Braska's daughter?
I feel like talking to Waka is what I'm supposed to be doing, so let's see if I can talk to other people here. Looks like I'm able to go into the bottom of the ship. That also seems like something that I might not want to do yet. I'm trying to avoid story progression and just want to talk to people, chill out, you know? Probably why these streams take like 2 or 3 months to finish. Hey, welcome back, Terrence. Good to see you again. No way, remember what you did last time? That's completely fair. I have no counter arguments.
So, is Yuna's father famous or something?
She's the daughter of High Summoner Braska. You saw his statue at the temple. Lord Braska defeated Sin 10 years ago.
So she's definitely
Yuna's the heir
orphaned
to a
then.
great legacy.
It's tough when your father's famous.
Huh?
Waka's a bit lacking in the imagination department.
Huh?
Thanks, Lulu. I'll keep that in mind.
Oh yeah, you talked to Yuna yet? She had some questions for you.
Alright, so talking to Yuna is what causes the story to progress here. Let's talk to Lulu here.
I don't know who you are or where you came from.
Oh, them's fascinating clothes you're wearing.
Oh, it's this guy.
Yeah! Filthy, filthy. These won't sell. All me name's not a waka. Don't look like you got much money either.
He has
I've
voice
no
lines
business
now.
with you. Out of me way.
Who do you think you are?
Awaka the 23rd, merchant extraordinaire.
Awaka the who?
Don't know me? Well, not many do. Not yet.
It is very important, I don't know why, but it is very important that we, like, support this guy in
But
everything
someday,
that he does.
the name of Waka will be spoken all over Spira. Say, lad, you wouldn't have a bit of gil to lend?
Yes, I do have Gil to lend. You can have all of it. I'm not going to use it for anything.
I guess it pays to ask, thank ye kindly, lad. Fine seed money for the Oaka merchant empire.
Power room? Ooh. This is...
What the heck is that?
What the heck is what?
What is this place?
So this is how the
The
boats
power
are
room,
powered.
like it says on the door.
Yeah, but why the big birds?
What's so strange about chocobo power?
Chocobos? Those are chocobos?
What? You've never seen a chocobo?
Sins toxins.
What kind of backwater island did you come from, anyway?
Miracles and oddities were starting to become daily routine on this trip.
All L's have been translated into C's.
La 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 la.
Stormy made a meme. It's a reference to a SpongeBob meme. It's a meme within a meme, basically. Oh, this is a treasure chest here. Remedy. There's a person back here, it looks like. I actually was just mashing the A button, but I'm glad to know that that actually does something sometimes. Wait, what? How many potions am I allowed to get out of here? I don't know who I was stealing from just then, but it's okay. We got a nice little save point so we can soft reset if we accidentally progress the story too far.
I'm not at liberty to talk about our plan.
Restricted area. Our operation depends on this cargo.
Have you got some to live?
Alright, we've talked to everybody. Now for the important stuff.
The wind. It's nice.
Oh, it sounds to me like they're both being affected by sense toxins.
You're a blitzball player, aren't you? From Xanarkin, right?
You hear that from Waka?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Waka. Waka doesn't believe me at all.
But I believe you.
Huh?
I've heard in Xanarkin, there is a great stadium, all lit up, even at night.
What? How has she heard about
blitzball
this?
tournaments are held there, and the stands are always full.
How do you know that?
History books.
A man named Jack told me. He was my father's guardian.
Oh. Well, that's very interesting. I didn't remember that about the original playthrough. Jack was her
My
father's guardian.
His name is Jekt.
That must be why he
Amazing.
disappeared. And I guess that makes more of a reason for
You
Tidus
know,
to
our
have
meeting
been
like this must be the blessing of
Yuna's guardian.
Sounds like him, but it can't be him.
Why not?
My old man, he died. 10 years ago, off the coast of Xanarkin.
I'm sorry.
He went out to sea for training one day, and never came back. And no one's seen him since then.
Why, that's the day that Jekt came to Spira.
But,
It's true, I first met Jekt 10 years and 3 months ago. I remember that was the day my father left. The date fits, doesn't it?
yeah, but how would he get here?
It's a good question.
You're here. Are you not?
So you guys couldn't tell, but my controller started vibrating like way before the boat crashed or anything like that, so I actually saw this coming. These are fancy new cutscenes. I definitely don't remember all of this from the original. For real, Tidus, you weren't able to hold on to her? There we go. Let a true guardian take over.
What do you think you're doing? Stick a harpoon in him and we'll all get dragged under.
Zin is going for Kilika. We gotta distract it. Our families are in Kilika. Forgive us, Lady Summoner.
Who's Kilika? That must be a town.
Wait! Oh boy!
Oh, the town we came from was Besaid. Yeah, DX64, I actually saw that in Discord, but I didn't realize that that was supposed to be influenced off of the SpongeBob meme. So that's why I didn't understand what was going on there. Alright, now this is the part of the game that I was thinking of earlier. You can actually continuously kill these guys and continuously get experience points. Because you're supposed to attack this boss up here, 2000 HP, but you can just keep on dispatching the smaller enemies instead for like infinite experience points. Oh, they just keep on coming. Oh no, they don't keep on coming. I just didn't kill them. Oh, for real? It even says at the top, attack with magic and walk as weapon. Are you able to target multiple at once? No?
How many of these things are there?
The fin! Attack the fin!
Regular swords can't attack these things, attack these enemies using magic, blah blah blah. The blitzball, yep. Want to see Valkor's extra overdrive? That's probably not going to happen for a really, really long time. I don't understand how like the targeting here works. There we go. How did I do that? Like it's not just like left or right or anything like that. It seems to be some sort of like you need to be close by or something like that. That did a lot of damage. Down to 700. Where is you? There we go. Like if only you could just pull up the list and be like, I want to click on this person, but you know, it's like weird. It's not up or down or left or right. For that one time where it was taking me forever, I tried like left, holding right, holding up and holding down. I ended up having to do up and right at the same time in order to target the boss. Start the flicker. Let's bring in Kamari, lance it on Sin. There's actually Kimari, there's no L on there. And that's it. Finished the boss battle. And lucky us, we tore the harpoons off of the ship instead of bringing the whole ship down. Don't tell me Tidus had to be saved again. He really did. Wow, he used a potion. Okay, a high potion maybe. followed by this little boss guy here. Rude. I feel like that should miss, but that's just me. Alright, so where is Monster B? Two. Number 3 coming up here. Blender. That doesn't sound good. Uh-oh. We could actually die on a turn now. The enemies do like 50. The boss does like 50 as well. Except for when he uses Blender, it does like 100. Tidus needs to be healed after this. 200. Yeah, let's just use the high potion here. And then walk is fine. We're going to use cheer here to reduce incoming damage. Except it didn't reduce incoming damage. I guess we're already cheered up. Use another high potion on myself. Find out that that was all a waste because the bosses are going to die in this next hit. Alright, so it wasn't a waste. That's good to know. Cinematic finish. You can always tell with the zoom in. So we would have died if we just kept on attacking. I think cure can be used multiple times. Well, there wasn't any change in the damage dealt from using it 1 versus 2 times, so I don't know. We gained 2 sphere levels for that. You can actually gain a whole bunch of levels in that battle because of the infinitely spawning enemies. Uh-oh. It looks like we failed to stop Sin from attacking Lakai? Whatever the name of the town is. It's unimportant what its name used to be, given what's about to happen here. This is pretty rough. It's a little more supernatural than Tsunami, but like the level of destruction is about the same anyway. Like a wall of water rushing towards civilization. So like that's pretty rough.
When Sin attacked Xanarkand that day, I woke up in Spira. I kept hoping it would work in reverse, too.
Wow, that's so selfish.
I will defeat Sin. I must defeat Sin.
I was just fooling myself. Maybe it was that day, on the sea, under the burning sun. I started to give up hope. I was in a foreign world. I wasn't going home.
Imagine living in a society like this for like 1,000 years.
This was my new reality.
You got this
and I was stuck in it
deity
for good.
basically that can just show up and wipe out your entire civilization for no reason. It was Kilika. That was the name of the place. I see a save point.
Greetings. I am the summoner Yuna. I have come from the temple in Besaid.
Oh, milady summoner!
If there is no other summoner here, please allow me to perform the sending.
Thanks, BT.
Now, this upcoming
Our
cutscene,
loved ones,
very, very important.
We feared they would become fiends.
Please, take me to them.
We'll go see what we can do to help in town.
Huh?
Wait, can't go back on the boat. All in one day. Something like that. Wow, they are fast. Like, these are the blitzball players that came off this ship and they're just like immediately trying to fix up this town that was completely destroyed and most of the inhabitants killed. Like, that's some can-do attitude there. I feel like I would just like kind of wallow in it for a little bit if it were me personally. Like, at least for 10 minutes, you know? Not, oh, better get immediately back to work.
What's ascending?
Fixing
Are
up
we
the
going
place.
somewhere?
You truly are clueless. Are you sure it's just your memory that's the problem?
You tell him, Lulu.
The dead need guidance. Filled with grief over their own death, they refuse to face their fate. They yearn to live on and resent those still alive.
It's all very important stuff going on here.
You see, they envy the living. And in time, that envy turns to anger, even hate. Should these souls remain in Spira, they become fiends that prey on the living.
So all the enemies that we've been fighting are the souls of dead people that weren't sent.
Isn't it? The sending takes them to the far plane, where they may rest in peace.
Summoners do this?
And now for iconic Final Fantasy X cutscene number 3. I remember this is the HD remaster, so it looks even better than it used to look at the time. But it also looks really good for its time back in, what, 2003? I want to say, when this came out. So this cutscene was used in a lot of Final Fantasy X promotional material. So you can actually see the spirits leaving the bodies of the deceased. But if you pay very close attention, or at least if you have been paying close attention, you'll note that the spirits look very similar to the spirits of the enemies after we defeat them, like the little noise that it makes when you kill an enemy. So they're one and the same. The spirits of the dead, if they're unsent, become fiends. And it's the summoner's job to send the spirits back to the far plane so that they can leave the world of the living.
It must be tough, being a summoner.
Yuna chose her own path. She knew from the beginning what it meant. All we can do is protect her along the way, until the end.
Until the end? What's the end?
Until she defeats sin.
Oh.
I hope I did okay.
You did very well. They've reached the far plane by now, but no tears next time.
I wished there would never be a next time. No more people being killed by sin. No more sendings for Yuna. Everyone stood there watching her. It was strange, and somehow horrifying. I never wanted to see it again.
Well, that's unfortunate. I'm gonna be a blitzball player when I go up. Going to be a blitzball, not a player. He's gonna grow up to be a blitzball. The actual ball that gets tossed around. That's okay. Kids will be kids. I wanted to be a velociraptor when I was a child. Still not too late for me.
Hey, you awake? Captain Walker's waiting for you.
Waiting for me where, though? He destroys it, I fix it. He destroys it, I fix it. It's a never-ending cycle. Always pay attention when an RPG talks about never-ending cycles. Especially JRPGs. Especially JRPGs created by Square Enix. It's kind of their whole thing. T's translated into D's. Well, there's Waka over there. Hey, hands off the merchandise. I gave all my money away to, what's his name? We already have a Rod of Wisdom. This would be a better sword than what we... Actually, this is the same sword that we would have, right? Oh, no, never mind, okay. So the abilities equipped at the top are what I have equipped with the weapon that I currently have, and the abilities at the bottom are what I would get if I had the item. And if I remember correctly, there aren't any stats that are associated with any particular weapon. It's all just the look of the weapon and how many slots are available for it. And that's where the crafting is going to come into play, like super late into the game. Like the fact that I have Brotherhood, this weapon here, with 4 slots, or 1 slot with strength plus 5% and then 3 open slots. I think that's where all of the power comes from, basically. I would like having more sensor things, but this is okay as well. Oh, and also the weapon's name actually gives you a hint as to what abilities are on there. I'm remembering that now. So Seekers is what it means when it has HP plus 5%. Sensor, not with the C. That means to like, to kind of edit the content so that it, yeah, so censor with a C is for like editing out content, and censor with an S is like, I guess in this sense is a made-up word, but it allows me to view the HP of the enemy. You only like Vivi from Final Fantasy 9? You're telling me you don't like Lulu from 10, and you didn't like Dagger from 9, and you didn't like Zidane or Freya, and you don't like Cloud, of all people, despite the fact that it's on your profile picture? Does Final Fantasy XIV even have any main characters? It's like you create your own character. We're going to ignore Waka for a little bit longer and see what's in these other buildings. That's where we came from, I believe.
Huh? Whoa!
It's a good thing I was randomly wandering it through the village. He's probably not going to let me go forward. Yep, thought so. We've already talked to these people. So we've actually already talked to everyone here then. Alright, time to move forward. Well, I appreciate my lurkers. Thanks for stopping by.
Ah, there you are. Be Saint Aurochs, huddle. On to the temple, where we pray for victory. Go! High Summoner O'Holland used to live in the Kilika temple here. Yup, Lord O'Holland was once a great blitzer, you know.
Waka. Praying for victories, all good. But is this right?
Something wrong with enjoying blitzball?
Is this really the time?
This is the only time. The players fight with all their strength. The fans cheer for their favorite team. They forget pain, suffering. Only the game matters. That's why Blitz has been around for so long. At least that's what I think.
Whatever you say.
Let's play and win. Right?
You can almost find some parallels to the current events
Temple's beyond the jungle
of
there.
today.
Let's go.
Oh yes, we should go ahead and level up some people here. Hold up. Is that connected? I guess we'll find out. Let's move one at a time. Nope, they're not connected. So evasion. I feel like we would never run out of spheres, I feel like. Given the UI for this, I kind of prefer Final Fantasy XIII's version. Now we can use blindness an extra 4 times per battle, which is pretty good. And pretty soon we'll be able to put enemies to sleep, I think? Oh, silence. Okay. Silence is okay, I suppose. Extract. What else we got? There's sleep, all the way up there. You could almost skip these abilities. Like, I guess ability spheres are more rare than, like, power and magic and whatnot. Alright, let's actually plan this out a little bit here, because Kilmari has a lot of potential to move to, like, all sorts of places. I think that I like him being on the same area as Waka. Inflicting status effects are pretty good. In case you hadn't caught on by now, Kilmari set. Where's the button to zoom out here? How do I zoom out? There we go. So Kilmari is actually in the dead center of the sphere grid, meaning that you can kind of choose what type of character you want him to eventually become. I mean, eventually everyone could be everyone, because you could actually fill out the entire sphere grid for the entirety of the cast. But kind of these early choices can matter as well. So we're gonna just quickly take a look-see and look what other options we got over here. Another option would be to be a thief. Thieving would be pretty good. It's good to have like multiple people, like if they're like enemies that like bosses that are both dangerous but also, you know, they have rare items. Sometimes it's good to just kind of stick around and steal stuff from them. And having 2 people stealing at the same time is a lot more efficient than having 1 person stealing while you're trying to like kill them but not too quickly, you know? Oh, what button is zoom? It's actually minus. That's the... You get 3 different zoom levels. So that's the zoom button. Since I don't have the official character on in my cast that's supposed to be the thief, it's kind of hard to like know exactly where it is. But it's like Lulu's obviously over here. Like if I were to go directly south from here, I could get some fire magic, or get some just black magic, I should say. and going this way is Waka's arc. You can tell because it's got the orange, and then Lulu's got the purple, and then Yuna up here is supposed to have the white, I guess. And then Tidus is blue up here, and then Kilmari, I guess, is yellow, as opposed to the orange. But I'm pretty sure that this is where I would go down here. This level 1 lock is usually how you get to the next character's stuff. It was actually super inefficient to go this way, actually. I think they kind of did that on purpose. Like, you need 2 level 1 locks in order to get into the thieving area. 'Cause this is where's steel. Here's steel up here. Yeah. So we need to use this lock, and then we could either go through these 2 locks as well, Pilfer Gill, or we could go through this level 1 and that level 1 in order to get over here. So that's kind of discouraging. Like, not like it's not like it's hurting my feelings. Like, the gameplay is basically telling me you don't want to go for the thief first. It's very inefficient. You'll be less powerful for longer if you try to do it that way. I think that the game mostly wants me to try to either become Tidus or Waka, because like you get a lot of early stuff up here, and you're already going to be in this area anyway, grabbing things before you go up to Tidus, and likewise with Waka. Like, you get a lot of stuff along the way, and then you just very quickly go into Waka's sphere area. Let's see, how close is Mage to Thief? You have this level 2 lock, so that's very bad already. In fact, yeah, it's actually very, very bad to try to go from Mage to Thief, because that's the only entry point, and the only other way is all the way over here in order to get to the Thief area, which is up here. Like, it's going to take a while before we get level 2 locks spheres, but I think that level 1 lock sphere should be coming up pretty soon. So the main question here, or the main decision is, do we want to be Tidus or do we want to be Waka? And I think that we'll want to be Waka for this early game portion. I mean, we could kind of like try to fan out and get all these things in between, but I think that'll be a little less than efficient. Alright. We're good. And save. That's the path I took on Kimari. Which one is that? Which path is that? Did you take Tidus or did you take,
What's up?
Thief?
Yuna's saying she wants you with us.
Huh?
I want to ask you to be my guardian.
You know what? There's no time for jokes, yeah? He may be a blitzball whiz kid, but up against fiends, he's a newbie.
Hey there, Beluga Whale.
Not a guardian, then. I just want him nearby.
What?
What? What do you mean?
It's just that... well...
We're all going to the temple anyway. Can't this wait till later?
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have...
There's nothing to be sorry about. I'm just not really sure what's going on.
We'll probably end after
My
the
apologies.
second temple, if it's close by. I think the temple's pretty close by. So I think that'll put us at around the 2.5 hour mark. But first, let's go through exploring this area.
Kimari, why don't you use Lancet on it?
What's a lancet?
Normally, it's a skill that weakens enemies and heals the user. But when a Ronso uses it, that Ronso can sometimes learn Fiend's abilities.
Hey, sounds cool.
Now we have Seed Cannon. Kimahri is what would traditionally be considered a blue mage, except unlike Quina in Final Fantasy IX, it's actually very convenient to actually come up with his stuff. I wanted an overkill, but apparently doing 200 more extra damage to an enemy isn't enough for an overkill. Yep, so they can all learn Lancet, and it always will damage the enemy and absorb their MP and magic points into themselves. So it's actually a pretty useful ability generally to speak, but Kimahri is the only one that'll be able to learn blue magic from it. And he can only use it when he is in overdrive as well, anyway. Just like, not even that great, really.
I'm ready.
I can take care of those alone, huh?
Now what? Burn.
There was a lot of switching there because you actually don't get ability points unless you participate in battle. So occasionally you'll see me just like cycle through everybody just to make sure that everyone gets one attack in. I might not do it too often because it's a lot easier just to, you know, play with one set of characters for a bit and then play with a different set of characters for another bit. So that's lightning, huh? Weak against lightning, and the other one is weak against water. Half damage against fire. No, this one's weak against ice, actually.
Freeze.
Newbie here. Sorry.
It's funny because Waka just got through calling him a newbie. I want to see how much mana they have. They only have 100. Wait, if they have only 100, then how are they able to use Thunder? Maybe they have 104? Or maybe they're just allowed to use it even if they don't have any mana? I was intentionally using Lancet to make sure they didn't have magic so they couldn't use the Thunder spell on me, but it didn't seem to have any effect. It's pretty convenient being able to switch enemies in battle, or switch characters in battle. Immune to darkness, okay. Missed the poison claw. fire. Nah, this isn't a boss. It's just a regular enemy. Oh wait, no, that's 4,000. I thought that was 400. Alright, let's summon. Have we attacked as everyone else? I think we have. Pretty close to overdriving. It's the moment you've been waiting for. It's gonna be a whole lot of this. Deals non-elemental damage to all enemies. Alright, so I think that this is the new one, Ray over Blast, or maybe Blast is the first one I'm supposed to be getting. Oh, that hurts a lot, actually. Which one is the one that I'm supposed to be using here? Which one is the new one? Which one haven't you seen, I should say? Because this is my first time using any overdrive for this person. It's Energy Blast I'm supposed to be using. Just looked it up. It's a good thing he missed there. I'm about to get wrecked here. Sure hope he doesn't use water here. Falls asleep? Oh, great. I'll take that. Does this count as a magic attack or a physical attack? Oh darn, that's a physical attack. I should be immune to that. If I had known that Sonic Wings was a physical attack, then I would have used fire twice. And waited for him to wake up before I went back to using Sonic Wings, but it's okay. We're really close to getting another overdrive. We might even get it before they're able to come back. And if so, then we'll actually... Oh no, they're going to attack one more time, and it's probably going to kill me, actually. If they use water, yep. Oh well. We almost got to use a second overdrive. But on the bright side, we knocked him down to like 1,000 HP, and he's like... You know, now we're back. Alright, I'm just gonna bring back Mari here. Did he do any damage to us? I don't think he's done any damage to us. Like, he's done damage to my Aeon. He'll get one more attack off. If he uses Earthquake, then he'll probably... Oh, he's gonna use Water? Okay, that can't miss. Alright, and this is death. Still no overkill though. Even though we did 300 extra damage to him. We got a variable Mog. That's pretty cool.
A summoner entered Guardians. Very impressive.
Sir, we should fight too.
We'll get our chance soon enough.
Young Crusaders gather around. We'll beat sin into the ground.
Well, what's his name died, but luckily for us, there's a save point right here. So Balfour is already back to full health. Like, given how like ubiquitous save points are in the game generally, feels like you pretty much could just get through the entire game using them. So let's see what happens if Lulu doesn't attack but just was in the battle. I don't know if she'll get experience points for this. Alright, Lulu just needs to like have a turn at all. So in theory, shouldn't I be able to just like rotate everyone in once and then just immediately go back to the way they were? I feel like that you may as well just give experience points to everyone. Why do you need to have that weird restriction that's not even really a restriction? Nope, we can summon right now. When they run out of HP, you just go to a save point, it revives them. Lulu didn't get points there? Are you sure? Lulu was on the result screen, and
Please, fight with us!
Waka wasn't. She was in the list but no experience. Well, that's the weird thing about that though, because there's so much experience points. How should I save this? It always shows 0 for everyone on the column because there's so few AP points. Yeah, like I guess I saw in that case that there were people that were on the list that got 0 AP, but you gotta kind of get it immediately because you saw that Yuna got 20. But like now, I can't tell the difference between people that got some and no experience points. So you gotta kind of. I wish that there were a way for it to like freeze there and say this is how much points everyone got, and then when you press A, that's when they all transfer over. My last ability sphere on Null Tide. Man, if only I weren't a completionist. Oh, that's pretty cool. I can like convert empty spheres into other types of spheres. I feel like Waka needs that the most, right? So I can use blind more often between save points. Lulu doesn't seem to have any problem running out of magic. Because she already has like well over 100, even though she uses only 4 per battle. And she gets plenty of NPs. Focus comes up pretty soon, that'll be nice. I'm going to assume that it raises my magic attack. And don't waste those, they're rare. I mean, you can't really waste them. Like, everyone gets to eventually open up the entire... Let me actually look at this real quick. So Kimari here, if I go over to Waka's, yeah, it actually becomes permanent for everybody. So it's not really a waste, it's just everyone will eventually get it at a different pacing. The only way that I could waste it is if there were more spheres that you get in the game than there are empty nodes out there. And then it would basically matter of like, well, do I want to have everyone have more strength or have more defense or like have more MP or have more whatever? That would be the only like real waste, I suppose. Is if, because like eventually we're going to run out of empty nodes on the sphere grid. Presumably, maybe, I don't know. But you definitely don't get the stat gains if you don't use it at all. So I say you just use it on whoever you want to shore up as quickly as possible. And just eventually you'll get everybody, have everything. Alright, so we got Yuna here, which I don't particularly want. Let's put Lulu here instead. And bring water against the electric guy.
Anyone thirsty?
Petrify? Really? It's just rude.
Light shines strong, our woe be gone.
You wasted yours on the wrong person? Nah, I think that's kind of impossible to do. You just gotta think about it differently, you know?
Nothing to fear, the hero's here! Yeah!
Finally, an overkill. Like, if you think about it in the sense that everyone will eventually have everyone's abilities, and you also, I mean, you're probably, I think you're far enough to know this by now, but eventually you also get like teleport spheres and friend spheres that allow you to basically move yourself on the sphere grid to somewhere else.
Hey! After the tournament?
So, you know, you can basically, you have a lot of freedom to get things back. I personally like to use it on people that are more weak in a particular area, like Waka. I wanted to be able to use blind and sleep more often, and so that's why I put mine on Waka first, as opposed to like Lulu, who already has plenty of magic. You definitely don't need it for Kimari, he doesn't even use it at the time. That's just mostly personal preference. Please hit Kimari. No? Okay, fine.
Yuna here.
Now, going backwards with Lulu into Kimari's would be really nice, because if she were to get the Lancet ability, she'd be able to spam magic and then absorb it, the MP back from the enemies. Scary stuff. Ice Strike means that you might actually be no good against some enemies. I like the Rod of Wisdom a lot more than Ice Strike, which changes your element to Ice or Magic plus 3%, especially since I'm at Magic plus 8% currently on the Rod of Wisdom. Moogle, Magic plus 5%, that's more damage. Bright Bangle is just, you know, you don't get blinded. Lightning Strike, no thank you. Metal Shield, yep, that's fine. Nothing for Kimari yet. Hunter Spear is pretty good. Piercing, I think, negates... What does that do? I think I know what that does. If I had to guess, it like is guard annulling effect. But I don't know if it tells me that. Maybe if I look in the items. So I can't actually check the abilities of the things. Maybe when I start crafting, it'll tell me what these things obviously are. Just gonna quickly check. Alright, so Valve 4 actually has more magic than strength, so sometimes I'll just cast magic sometimes. I feel like I should be able to pick up some of these flowers. Yeah, Pierce goes through armor. That makes sense. That would have been really terrible, actually, if he petrified the person that can actually heal. I actually don't want him to attack at all, so I'm just going to hit him with water. I think we're leveling up too quickly. I'm going to ignore a couple of levels, just because, like, menuing every other fight, or for the most part actually every fight, which is how it has been for a little bit, is bothersome for me. Dang, that hurt.
Aid us.
We'll level up everyone as much as we can once we're out of this area. Alright, we've already been that way. hell is that considered overkill? Oh, thank goodness that missed. Guess I kind of saw that coming.
Strain yourself. I'll handle the bird.
The bird. The bird. Am I able to cure multiple people at once? No? Alright. Should try out all of Lulu's dolls just to give them screen time. I think I naturally will. Like, I doubt that Moogles will always be the best possible weapon for me. That'd be kind of weird. Going for the overkill here. So many levels, so many spheres. Come to think of it, I feel like everybody going into Kimahri's grid space would actually be pretty beneficial for them. I mean, obviously not as beneficial as Kimahri himself actually going outwards.
No worries.
I love me some overkill. Unfortunately, I like having my HP more, so I'm just gonna kill this one outright. Alright, I think that we got every treasure chest in here. I am using a guide to find all the Albed primer locations, but I think that's pretty much the main thing that I'm going to be using that for. This is super risky. Oh. Guess it wasn't. Get the combinations right? Okay, fine.
Go, blitzball, go!
At least the slots were slow, so that's good.
Oh, these stone steps have a history, you know. Yep, Lord O'Holland trained here at his peak.
A race, huh? Think you can beat me?
Yuna, if you would.
Ready?
Hey!
Ah, huh? Hey!
Way to get cheated. I like that they're having fun with each other. That's good. It's good to when like there's actually a reason for the parties to stick around with each other. Makes it more believable that they actually like each other. Clearly, first things first, we always lance at everything. Because you never know. Immune to dark. That's unfortunate. Wait, what? Takes half damage from thunder and ice and absorbs water. So use fire damage here. That was a good one. Nice hit. Half damage from ice. Let's open up this guy. Tentacles absorb magic.
Its tentacles absorb any spells cast at its body.
Well, now I know. Go ahead and kill this guy. Immune to dark. Since he's vulnerable to magic, we'll go ahead and use Lancet. And I think we need to heal, right? Nope, I think we're good. Lulu just has low base HP. Time to open up and take all kinds of extra damage now. Venom. Okay, so that's actually really bad. Not much we can do about it, though. Want to see what happens here. Yeah, alright, thought so. Yuna on to Kimari. Get back that HP we lost. Lancet. Staccato. That hurt everyone a lot. Well, not really. Didn't do that much damage. This would be the first time we would reasonably want to use null water. other Moogles in this game other than the dolls? I don't think so.
Yeesh.
Sorry about that. Hope to break you in a little slower.
Being a guardian's tiring.
Now you mention it, yeah, that actually was this has been a really crazy day for this being her first day on the
what are these sins spawn
pilgrimage.
anyway?
Fiends. They fall from Sin's body and are left behind in its wake.
Leave him alone and Sin comes back for him. You gotta be quick.
That moment when Waka told me I had talent in battle, I think that was when I started seriously considering becoming a guardian.
A bright ring prevents darkness, aka blind. Any random encounters on this stairwell? Don't want to have to go through that again. I love the fact that save spheres heal you completely. Alright, let's go ahead and take our levels. I think we deserve them. Still kind of prefer Final Fantasy XIII's rendition of the Crystallarium. Where because like, why would you want to go through this sphere grid and not pick up everything along the way? Like, it just wouldn't make any sense. No one would play like that unless you were doing a challenge run intentionally. What exactly do I have here? I think I have, what, a Lux Sphere? Oh, there's no way to open up a luck thing. Well, that's unfortunate. That's our first oopsie for the sphere grid. We'll probably have plenty more. I'm assuming that luck has something to do with the ability to shrug off status ailments. That's why I wanted to have this here. Yuna can just sit tight for a little bit. She doesn't really have anything that pressing for a little bit. Magic, I don't care about. Evasion is kind of important. Agility, magic, life. Magic defense? Nope, defense. HP. Probably would have been good to use it up here. Assuming that my interpretation of what the luck stat does is accurate. Scan is not that useful, just because you can just have the sensor ability on your weapon, but that's okay. We're gonna just pass right on by this because we don't have a lock sphere and I don't know when we're gonna get one. We can always move backwards. Come into here and get Jinx, I guess, and then exit out, and then go this way. Lots of empty spheres along the way over this direction. Surprised that there's not a link over here this way, but so then we go out this way, and then we could have gotten this from this direction as well. You just go ahead and circle all the way around. They're not dolls, they're actually the ones controlling Lulu. Sounds like a pretty insane fan theory there. Alright, maybe we'll be a little bit more stingy with our ability spheres. Just a little bit more. Because actually Tidus can't even get extract speed right now. Oh, this is a branching path here, right? Because I could either go this way and get haste. Oh, why would I not get haste? That's super good. Or we could get extract speed, which is not nearly as great as... But is this a dead end? Can I zoom in even more? I think that we're going to sit tight on Tidus for a little bit because we don't have any ability spears. I could also just reset the game right now and not have used my luck sphere, but that's okay. No regrets. Nothing to pick up on the ground after that battle. No treasure chests. Into the temple we go.
So, they got fiends in Xanarkand too?
Just a few. It's a big deal when one shows up, though. Hey, since when have you believed me about Xanarkand anyway?
I've been thinking. Maybe people Sin gets to don't die. Maybe Sin carries them through time, like 1,000 years through time. And then one day, maybe they just pop back, see?
Amazing. Simply amazing. You make up one theory after another, refusing to face the simple truth.
He's dead.
Sin didn't take Chappu anywhere. Sin crushed him and left him on the Jose shore. Your brother won't just pop back. Oh, and one more thing. No matter how much you want it, no one can take Chappu's place. No one can replace Serject, for that matter. And there's no replacement for Lord Braska, either.
Dang, Lulu.
It's pointless to think about it. And sad.
She just cut into everyone's feelings just then.
I could never be what Chappu was.
Was Chappu Yuna's guardian before?
Happens. Best not to worry.
Waka, Lulu, and Waka's brother, Chappu. Something had happened between them a long time ago. I was sure of it. Well, whatever it was none of my business, that's for sure. Best not to go there.
I really wish I hadn't used those 4 ability spheres to get the null element white magic. It's so useless, I probably will never use it. Or at least I won't be using it for a really long time, because at this point it's basically cost less. It costs less just to cure after you get hit by magic than to cast a spell that makes you immune to that element to begin with. And probably at every level it's better to do that. This seems to be a very common thread. People traveling the world trying to find a place where no one had heard of sin. So we got some rival summoners here.
You here to pray for victory too?
Us? Pray? Who needs to pray? The Luca
Oh,
goers
they're the
always
rival
win.
blitzball team.
Oh yeah? Then why you here?
We've been praying for some competition this year.
Ooh.
So what's your goal this time? You gonna do your best again? Ha! It's too bad your best isn't good enough. Why even bother showing up? This time, we play to win. Ooh, play away. Just remember, even kids can play, boys.
See you in the finals.
We're not going to make it to the finals, most likely.
We'll beat them. We have to.
You know that team?
Putting people down. They're as bad as my old man.
But Sir Jekt was a kind and gentleman.
Well, not my Jekt. Even 10 years after he left. Just thinking about my old man got me angry. But maybe that was just my way of keeping him... Nah.
I said it before, I'll say it again. One of these days I just wish to have a Final Fantasy character with a clear conscience, a clear psyche. No tortured pasts. What's our goal? We're going to finish this trial, I think. Unless there's a save point directly inside the temple, in which case we will save and then we'll start the next stream with the trial. That'll put us around the 2.5 hour mark. What's our goal? No, victory is our goal. Oh, there's a save point. Please no cutscene. Thank you. Alright, well, this is a perfectly fine stopping point here. Pretty sure. Next time, which will likely be tomorrow, maybe, probably, most likely. Tomorrow, we'll continue on. We're going to finish the temple and then do about another 2 hours worth of stuff on top of that. And hopefully we'll get some ability spheres, and hopefully we'll get some luck spheres as well, because I don't really want to go backwards on the sphere grid. It's less efficient that way. But then again, you gain so many levels from defeating enemies that you can pretty much move kind of however you want, so maybe it's not that big of a deal. But anyway, if you've enjoyed, be sure to like the stream, and if you want to see more from me, be sure to subscribe. And I'll see you guys soon. Thanks for watching.